Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning, y'all. It is Tuesday morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's quiet this morning. Where's everybody at? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Lisa. How are you? Good morning, Barb. I was fixing to stop my live and restart it. Good morning, Eliza. Good morning, Jules. I'm like, where's everybody at? Nobody's hopping on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we? I'm excited. Good morning, Marnie. How's Ohio this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, you can say good morning too. You can say good morning. I am good. I am good. Yesterday was a little hectic, y'all. I didn't even get lunch yesterday. It was like by the time I realized it was lunchtime, it was like 3 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, what the heck? Good morning, Sharon. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Coolestad. Coolestad, I sent you a message and an email. With the information on it. So, good morning. Good morning, Miss Nikki. You're up early, Miss Nikki. Miss Irie, good morning. I sent you the information you had asked for also. Has all weekend. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. You're very welcome, Coolestad. Thank you, Miss Shannon. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. 3 degrees in Ohio, high of -16. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. -16. Y'all, that's cold. That is cold. If you have questions on that, Coolestad, let me know. I can help you out. Let me know. Let me know. Who's ready to make a lanyard today? Good morning. I finally figured out YT and have you on the team. You got me on the big screen, Miss Nikki. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. The printer cut the size down to 7. If we could put it in the center of the paper. Okay. I'll see if I can do that. Good morning. I'm trying to find you on YouTube, but I can't know why the notifications don't. Pearl, you should be able to find me there. Thank you, Crystal. Good morning. Good morning. Because I'm up. You should, even if you just search Carrie Bartling, you should be able to find me. You should be able to find me. How's Miss Crystal this morning? Good morning. Good morning. You gonna go play and be good? You gonna go play and be good? He's like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So what are we doing this morning? I'm just gonna put mine on. So, but I'm gonna get a new one. Now that it stopped snowing. How much snow did you get, Crystal? I have to say, I don't miss the snow. I do not miss the snow. I did that. Oh, thank you, Miss Irie. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. 22 inches. Okay. Y'all, that's cool. You know, I have to say, because I lived in Colorado for quite a few years. My husband's born and raised there. So, good morning, Miss Cynthia. And so the snow, I enjoyed it when it first snowed. But after that first or second day, then it turned into ice, then it turned into slush, then it turned into everything else. So I got the rulers from Lowe's, and you have to buy the whole sheet. So 2 rulers was 11. Ow, why? You had to buy a whole sheet of it? Good morning, Miss Lisa. So I got mine at Ace Hardware, and I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm not snowed in. Good morning. So, yeah. Thank you, Irie. Good morning, Dee. Good morning. So, yeah, if you get it there, and I'll redraw the paper because I did this. Can you change the settings on your printer where it does a 7.5 by 11? I mean, the 7, so 8.5 by 11. So if you choose it to fill fill the thing. Now we're prepared for the snow. I live in New Hampshire. You have to have the things. Am I seeing your comment? Let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry. All I see is good morning, Miss Rot Mom. Did you give me another comment? Let me see. I'll go into my settings and see what. So just say fill page. I need one of those. Okay, I can send you, John. John, send me a message, and that way I'll remember. That way I'll remember. Good morning, Rot Mom. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry I missed you. I apologize. I apologize. So yeah, anybody that needs this, let me know. I'll send it over to you. So I traced it this morning. Yeah, send me a message on it, because if you don't send me a message, I'll forget. I'm bad. I'm sorry. So, and if you want it in an email, give me your email address. Yeah, send me the thing. I'll send it to you. So, because this is for this. This is for this. And what I did is I took and I put it on the corner and I traced it. I traced it that way. So you'll see that on there. So are they perfect lines? No, but they don't have to be perfect. So it's for this. It's for the X block, Miss Cynthia. So send me a message, guys. Send me a message. If you're wanting this, send me a message. I'll send it over to you. I have it in PDF and an image, so I can send it either way for you. And make sure when you print it, fill the page. Say fill the page when you print it, and it should work. It should work. Let me know if it works, Miss Irie. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate the follow. So today, what are we doing today, y'all? Yeah, send that over to me. And again, 7.5 inch, and it says on, I think, did I put it on there? Yeah, so this is a 7.5 inch square, and the other one is 3 3/4 by 24. So, and plexiglass, y'all, plexiglass. Couple bucks if you need it. So buying rulers is expensive, y'all. Buying rulers is expensive. So anyways, so y'all, we're doing lanyards today. We are doing lanyards. I like making lanyards. I've been making lanyards for a long time because I wear them and I like to have fun. Thanks for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. So I started one day, I went to go make a lanyard one day, and I happened to open my drawer of zippers, and I'm like, that's an idea. That is an idea. So y'all, check this out. So it has a zipper. You can have it as tight or as loose as you want. And it works out really well. It works out really well. So you say, how do you make this? All you need is a zipper. And this is an 18-inch zipper. You can use 18, 20, however long you want this thing. And everybody is a little different. Everybody's shaped a little different. Everybody has different size necks or whatever, so you could use 18-inch, 22-inch, however, play with it. You can play with it. And you don't have to have as long a zipper on the back, because if you look at the back, you're joining it together. You're joining that together on there. So you need a zipper. You need a 2.5 inch fabric strip. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that 2.5 inch fabric strip. And then you need one of these on there. And then I like pins. I like pins on mine. So I have a Goofy on there. I've got a embroidery machine on mine, and I have some new ones. So once we get it made, I'm going to be adding some new ones. So I'm getting a new lanyard today. I'm excited. So I have another one. Where'd you go? Because I was going to show you. Did I put it in the drawer? Well, I'm going to say if I put it in the drawer, because I was going to show you, because I already have one sewed onto the zipper so you guys could see it. Maybe over here behind me. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay, so here is one that I have. So all I've done, Goofy, right? Goofy is cool, right? So all I've done is I've gone ahead and sewed the binding onto the, I'm calling it binding. It's a 2.5 inch strip, onto the zipper. So it is sewed onto the zipper. So what we're going to do, and the bottom of the zipper, so you see, you have that bottom of the zipper, leave that bottom on there so that way it doesn't come off. So then you have your top of the zipper. The top of the zipper, that's where we're going to combine it. That's where we're going to combine that. So, but first, let's go ahead and sew a zipper on. Because like I said, I already have one that is pre-made that I did. And on mine, if you can see, it's just a little zigzag. I did a zigzag on the stitch beside it. So let's go ahead and do this. So what we're going to do, first thing we got to do is turn the iron on. We got to turn that iron on. So I'm going to turn this iron on and move my mat. Y'all, I got to clean again every weekend. I swear I got to clean every weekend. I don't know what it is, but so we're going to come over this way, and this one is following me, guys. This one, it is following me. We're going to go to normal tracking so it quits following me, because it's going to follow me all over the room. So who in here wears lanyards? Who wears lanyards? We're going to come this way. That way. There we go. There we go. So we're going to come over this way. So what we got to do is ignore my mess, guys. Y'all, the mug rug from yesterday. The mug rug from yesterday. That turned out really cute. We started out with puff embroidery. All right, John, you're going to like this process. You're going to like this process because you get to design your own. You get to design your own. It's kind of cool. So what we're going to do is I have a 2.5 inch strip. I actually cut my own 2.5 inch strip because I love this fabric. I love this fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, and I'm going to go a little longer. I'm going to go a little longer, and I'm going to double that because we need one on each side. We need one on each side of there. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to pull my scissors out of there. I put my husband's scissors up, so I quit using his scissors. He's always like, why are you using my scissors? Because they just pop up. I don't know what it is. I think they like to get me in trouble. So then we're going to cut that in half. Do I have my, it would be nice if I had my little thingy. Let me see if I have my little thingy. So there's a binding tool, if I can find it. Haha, I found it. So I don't know if any of you guys have this little thing. This little thing is kind of cool. You do every day, Lisa. Y'all, I love my lanyards. I love my and you get to have fun with them. You get to have fun with them. So, so I have this little tool. So this is for a 2.5 inch. This is for a 2.5 inch. And what this does is it creates, what do you call it? Creates binding, creates tube maker. Is that what it's called as a tube maker? Tube maker. Wow, I can't talk. Wow, I can't talk. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, because I got two of them here. Got two of them here. I don't know if you could wash, can you wash these mats? I don't know if you can wash these mats, because if you could wash these mats, it'd be kind of cool, because I'm going to press this down. That way it's straight that way. And then this way. The only way I have found to do this, and I don't know if there's another way to do it, is I cut. Let me make sure I've got it so it's going to be longer than my, yeah, okay, we're okay. So what I do on these is on the end of these to get them into there, I cut a little thing on the end here. That gets it into the little thingy here, into the little thingy here. Hopefully. I'm hoping that these is a 2.5 inch strip. If this is not a 2.5 inch strip, we're in trouble here, guys. We're shaking. So I have my washing machines going, and that didn't work out very well. Watch. We may end up just folding it in half. Sometimes I end up giving up on this because it doesn't work out very well. So we're going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, we will just fold it and do it. We'll just fold it and do it. I have a feeling my strip. Yeah, okay, the heck with it. So we're just going to fold it in half. We're just going to fold it in half. The heck with it, guys. So we're going to fold it in half like this. Sometimes those work, sometimes those do not work. And then you just go old school. We're just going to go old school. We're going old school, guys. I was like, you have all these fun toys. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's a great idea. And then it's like, yeah, that doesn't really work. And you just go back to doing it this way. And then I messed up my end. So I'm just going to turn that off. Okay. So I folded in half. I've joined strips here. So we have a flash goal. Let's see what our flash goal is, guys. Start flash goal. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it into where we just pressed it. Fold it into where we just pressed it there. And then we'll do the other side once we get this side done. More or less like you're doing binding, guys. More or less like you're doing binding. Good morning. Good morning. And reminder, tomorrow we are going to go through all the supplies you need for that virtual retreat, guys. We will go through all the supplies, and I have to show you something real quick because I got some new transfers printed in. They're going to be fun. They're going to be fun. I got to find some guys for the coolest dad and the guy and John and all these guys we have on here because I'm finding all these cool. Thank you. Thank you. So I actually printed one of these guys. I'm thinking of a mug rug with that one. But guys, so I have to show you because I printed more of my ladies, but my theme of my my quilt that we're gonna do, I might just add the ladies too. But check these ladies out. Check out these ladies. These ladies are going on my quilt. These are going to be on my abstract. All right, Miss Lisa, thanks for joining. These are going to be on my abstract quilt. So I got to find some guys. Because we got a few guys in here. So I'm going to have to find some. Coolest dad, you can be my guinea pig. We'll see if you like them. I'll send you some if I find them. How about that? Okay, so we got half of it done. So now we're going to fold the other half. Because what we're going to do is on that zipper, we're going to right? Aren't they cute? I was like, you know what? I've got a jelly roll that I'm going to show you all tomorrow that's going to go with those. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. I'm going to find me some. I got to find me some because I know they've got to be out there. If they're not out there, I'm going to create some. I will create some if there's not some because we have a lot of guy sewers out there and quilters, and I think it's phenomenal. My husband is one himself. So, okay. So now we've folded it, and now we're going to fold it directly in half. We're going to fold it directly in half here. I'm excited, y'all. Check out this. This is going to be a cool lanyard. This is going to be a cool. I'm loving this fabric. Loving this fabric, y'all. Okay. Fold this in. Fold this in. Fold. And then you take your zipper. So here's your zipper here, guys. So, right? Isn't it cool, Pearl? So I'm going to take, and I'm going to clip it. I'm just going to clip it on here. I'm thinking if I use the clips. Last time I did this, I didn't have the clips. I'm going to go up a little further. Because I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to go up a little further. So you just put, so on here, so as you can see, I have the strip that's folded in half. This one is an 18-inch, Miss Baxter, 18-inch. So I have the 2.5-inch strip folded and folded again. So then I have the zipper, and I'm putting the zipper on the side right here. Okay. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. So some comments are filtered, guys. So you may retype what you're saying. If I'm missing you, I apologize. Okay, so then what we'll do is we're going to clip this all the way down, guys. Clip this all the way down. Clipping, clipping, clipping. Just keep a clipping. Once I get this side clipped, I'll show you. And then we'll go ahead and press the other side. These are easy, guys. These are the easiest things that you're ever going to make. And so much fun. Great office gifts. Do you have any news on yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon. We did some research and yeah. Are you pulling the zipper in between the fabric? So hold on, I'll show you. So I'm camper life for a while, which is fine. It's fine. I like my house, so it's okay. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to move this way. Move this way. So on here, so up, up, up. So I'll show both of you guys. So as you see, the zipper is right there. So you're putting the edge of that fabric right to the zipper. Because if you look here on mine, the edge of that fabric is right there at that zipper. So, and it works out really well. So as you can see, edge of the fabric right there at the zipper. So that's right there at the zipper line. So let's go ahead and press the other side. Once we get the other side pressed, we'll go ahead and stitch it. We'll go ahead and stitch that one. So y'all, I actually put makeup on today. I decided I was putting makeup on today. I was looking, I was like, you know what? I almost look like the filters. I almost look like the filters. Hey. Okay. So here we go. And anybody wants to know the number on the screen, if you send it a message, hello, it'll reply back with my SITE. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that. So we're going to go this way, and I got to trim some of this off because okay, there we go. Does the fabric sandwich the zipper? It sandwiches. Here, let me pull over here again. Thank you, Eliza. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so with the fabric, so here is this piece of zipper here, and here is this zipper. So it's sandwiching both sides of it. That way, when we stitch it down, it's going to stitch through both sides of it. It'll stitch through both sides of that. So. Oh, thank you, Miss Abby. I apologize. Y'all got to remind me of these things. Y'all got to remind me of these things. So I'm flipping me around. So in here, again, you have your zipper, and then the fabric is sandwiched on just the fabric portion. Just the fabric portion on there. Are you good, Baxter? I don't mind repeating. Ask everybody. I repeat everything. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I promise this is one of the easiest things you're ever going to make. One of the easiest things you're ever going to. What does it become as an ID lanyard? Oh, you're very, no apologies needed. It's a lanyard. It becomes a lanyard. So, and anybody just joining, I'll show you, I'll flip it over here. Hold on, Baxter. Anybody just joining, what we're doing is we're making lanyards. So I decided one day, I opened my zipper drawer and I'm like, hey guys, let's create a lanyard out of a zipper. So that's what we're doing, is making a lanyard, y'all. So we are making a lanyard. So, okay. So other side here. So here is the back side of the zipper. Here is the front side of the zipper. Front side, back side. So let's go ahead and press, and we got a 2.5 inch strip, y'all. 2.5 inch strip that we're pressing. 2.5 inch strip. So we have that 2.5 inch. So what we're going to do is we fold it in half first. Fold it in half first. Fold it in half. Once we fold it in half, then we'll fold and fold again. How long? 18 inches. Do not apologize. Do not apologize at all, Baxter. I'm a visual person too. You're good. You're good. So 18-inch zipper. Okay, so you put the zipper in the middle. Got it. Yes, Cynthia, that is correct. And please, y'all, ask all the questions you want. Please, I do not mind the questions at all. At all. So as I tell my team, my techs and everybody else, there is no such thing as a stupid question, and I am more than willing to answer multiple times. It's hold on. Yeah, cordless. I love the thing. If you send a message to that, if you scroll down on my thing, I have it pinned in there. I have it pinned in there for you guys. That way you can see it. So if you send a message hello, it'll reply back with the info. And you'll see it in there. Like I said, I try and pin a lot of things in there that we use. So the more we use, the more I did it. And then I also somebody yesterday on here, forget her name now, so I apologize if you're on here. She sent me a message yesterday that she does embroidery design. So I put her in there too. So I have my cousin in there. I like to help everybody out. Y'all. So, okay. So now what we're doing is, like I said, we have the 2.5 inch. We've folded it in half. Now we're going to take, and you're going to fold to that middle seam that you just did. Fold to that middle seam. And that way, this is more or less going to sandwich one side of your zipper. It'll sandwich one side of your zipper. There you go. Folding right to the middle. Folding right to the middle there, y'all. Cynthia, you off again today? Oh, gosh. Who's messaging me? Oh. Oh, how cute, y'all. Miss Nikki just sent a message. Look what she just sent me. She said it's her helper this morning. That is so cute. I like your helper, Nikki. I like your helper. Your helper is cute. Very cute. Okay. So we've got that side pressed. Now we're going to press the other one. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, y'all. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. If you're just joining, we are making lanyards today, and we're making lanyards out of a zipper. Who would ever thunk? I don't know. I just had the idea one day, and I'm like, you know what? Why wouldn't it work? And it works phenomenal. I love it. So I love it. I make them all the time because I like new ones. I'm getting a new one today. I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. And it's colorful. It's colorful. I may have to go show my friend at the courthouse. Be like, hey, check out my new lanyard. Check out my new lanyard here. Okay, so that is all. So now that you've folded it in half, pinned a comment. How much fabric past the end of the zipper? Not much. Just maybe an inch or two. Just maybe an inch. It's all in how long you want that zipper. It's all in how long you want the zipper. I'll show you here in a minute when we pin this one on there. So now that we folded it and we folded it again, I'm going to press it again. Press it again. And you can always add more fabric. You can always add more fabric. If you need more fabric, well, you're going to add more fabric anyways to the one side. You actually add more fabric to both sides because you got to add a piece to put the little thingy on. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way. That way you guys can see. That way you guys. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. And again, this is what we're making, guys. We're making a lanyard. We're making a lanyard. So, okay. So we have the zipper. And as you can see, there's just a little bit of fabric up there. Just a little bit of fabric. You're off again for the weather. Very cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take and you're sandwiching that side of the zipper. Just sandwiching that side of the zipper, and we're going to take and clip it. We're going to take and clip it here. I figure it's the easiest way for this to on. Thank you, Miss Abby. Thank you, Miss Abby. How much snow you got, Miss Abby? Miss Abby's in Colorado. So we got clips here. How many of y'all are making this as we go? How many of y'all are making this as we go? This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. Exciting, exciting. No, this is not for you, Blazer. 6 inches. Wow. Well, you drive safe if you're headed to work there, ma'am. You drive safe, please. You're going to get it, Miss Nikki. You are going to get it. I'm trying to go slow. I'm trying to go slow here. Trying to go slow. And these work for the kids at school too, guys. These work for the kids at school. So if you've got kids in school that have ID badges or something, make them a fun one. Make them a fun one. You know, so just something fun. I'm actually working on some charms, because charms, I guess, are really popular right now. Your helper is this shoe. Did you cut the strip in half? So Miss Irie, so what I did is I took and so I measured it, the length of the zipper, and went probably a couple inches longer, and then I took and cut it in half. That way, one half is on one side and the other half is on the other side. So I bet that would make a cool collar for Blazer. Ooh, you're right. That would. It'd be kind of cool. You're going to make some today. Awesome, Pearl. You'll have to send me messages. Y'all, send me pictures. I'd love to see what lanyards y'all make. I'd love to see what lanyards y'all make. Okay. Y'all, I'm loving this. This is going to look cool. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. So now we're going to move to the sewing machine. And like I said, I did a zigzag stitch on here. So we're going to do a zigzag stitch on here. So let me show you. I don't know if y'all can see. I think you can see it. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing is we're creating this, because as you can see, it's got that on there. So, but I did a zigzag stitch on, come on the lanyard. So could you, what it looks like, the rest on the back of the, that I have on? Oh, the one I have on, Miss Sadie? Is that where you're asking? Okay. So the one I have on, what I've done is I've joined it with another piece of fabric. Granted, it doesn't match, but that's okay. So it was the piece of fabric I had on hand. So that is how I joined that one. So I just took a piece of fabric, and more or less what I've done is folded it. And then I took and sewed that together to hide the seam. I took and put another piece of this little binding here around it to hide the seam back there. So that was how I hid the seam back there. And then we're also going to be adding on the bottom, we'll be adding another piece right there to hook up the lanyard thing. So does that work? We're gonna put it back on. And y'all, it's not uncomfortable. Look, it is not uncomfortable at all. So I know, because somebody had asked me, they're like, well, doesn't the zipper, it doesn't bother me at all. So, okay. So we're coming over to the sewing machine. I'm giving y'all time to get this ready. Giving y'all time to get this step. That way you can get going. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to load. I'm thinking I'm going to load the zipper foot, because we're going to move that over this way. Move it over this way. Moving. And I'm going to unload this, because I was actually going to do an embroidery this morning. So I'll do that one later. Actually, I was up at 1:30 this morning. I hadn't got up at 1:30 in a while. And this morning, I got up at 1:30. So we're going to go over to sewing. And I'm thinking I want a different color bobbin. Here. Let's see what color bobbin I've got. I'm thinking I want purple. I want a purple bobbin. So we're going to load a purple bobbin in there, and I'm thinking we're going to use, remember when you're doing your bobbin, you're going backwards, guys. It pulls counterclockwise when you pull that bobbin. Okay, so I got that color bobbin, and then I'm thinking, let's go ahead and do purple. We're gonna go ahead and do purple. Purple, 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 and I'm thinking we're gonna use this purple. We're gonna use that a purple, and we gotta put the other foot on there. Do you think you could have used one side of the zipper and I guess fold it in half? Possible, Sadie. It's possible. I don't know. I don't think you'd have to use a longer zipper. You're talking about if you could do 2 zippers or 2 lanyards out of 1 zipper. Is that what you're saying? Because if you did that, you'd need a longer zipper, I think. If I'm understanding what you're asking correctly. If I'm understanding. If I'm not understanding, yes, I have the zippers. Oh, you have the zippers by the yard, Sadie. So yes, the only thing that you wouldn't be able to do, hold on, I'll show you. The only thing you wouldn't be able to do on the lanyard, because on the lanyard, the way I have it, oops, back this way. The way I have it is I'm able to, because the zipper by the yard, are you able to do that? I don't know. I don't know how the zipper by the yard works because I have some, but I have yet to use it. So I have yet to use it. Oh, I need the zipper foot. I need the zipper foot. All I can say is try it. All I can say is try it and see. So zipper foot, guys. Zipper foot. That is your zipper foot. We may look here in a minute because I think I have some zipper by the yard. I think I have some zippers by the yard. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch. Zigzag. We're going to see how big that is. I need a scrap piece of fabric here. I need a scrap piece of fabric. You always try what you're going to stitch before you stitch it. You know what? I have a small. I might need that. I might need that. I want to need that. We're going to use this. Quit. 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 Okay. They just don't have the stops and the zipper pulls already on them. I didn't know. Like I said, I haven't used them, but we could always try it. We'd always try it. I want to make sure. I don't know how. I don't know if you can. Can you do a zigzag with a zipper foot? No, I don't think you can. Because I think. Well, actually, I think maybe we will be able to. Disregard. We can. I just want to make sure that we could before I started. Okay. And it's just a small zigzag. Just a small zigzag on there. Okay. So I am going to start at the top or the bottom. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we're going to drop that down. Drop that down. Stop. I pulled it off my zipper there. Man, that zipper is like the same color as blends with my fabric really well, and it's hard to see it. move my bifocals. I have bifocals. Well, they're progression, I guess is what you call them. And y'all, I'm not a genius at zippers, just so you know, so. Move that out of the way. Okay. So we got one side done. Thank you guys. Good way to hang your small scissors. Oh, that's true, Marnie. Very true. Very true. Good morning. Okay, so we have one side done. One side is all stitched on. So now we just need to stitch the other side on. We'll get the other side stitch on. You can make one without the zipper, make it long enough to go over your head. Oh, true, Betty. Yeah, you don't have to have the zipper. I just like the zipper. It was just something I tried one day and I'm like, you know what? What the heck? Why not? So, okay. So now we're going to sew the other side. Okay. Hard part's done. Hard part is done. Okay, so let's take these. We're going to put these back. We're going to come back over this way because what we need to do, let's look at this right quick. Let's look at this right quick. Does a zipper serve a purpose other than a fun lanyard? Listen, it lets you tighten or loosen that zipper around your neck. So however tight you want to hold or have that zipper on there, that's how it works. That's the purpose of it. Not really, I guess. Not really, but I like the way it lays. I like the way the zipper lays on there. So no, it was just an idea I had one day. It was just an idea that I had one day. So, okay. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that your zipper, the top of the zipper is up top. So this is going to be, trim that off. So this right here is going to be the top. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for it. So this is going to be the top of your zipper. This is going to be the top of your zipper right here. So you want to make sure on the top of your zipper, what you're going to do is you're going to turn it this way. Turn it this way like this, and you're going to stitch those two together. Just lap it over. Yeah. Hold on. We're going to put the other foot back on here. Join them together. How about that? I was trying to think of a word. Here. So join them together. I love the zipper idea on the lanyard. Thank you, April. Thank you. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, like I said, and you want to make sure you keep them right side, because then you wouldn't be able to zipper it. Yeah, my words. So like I said, you have it this way. It's going to go this way like this. And so you want to make sure that you join it like this. So we're going to join it together. And like I said, just lay it over the top of each other and stitch it down. You're going to stitch it down right there. And then what you'll do is we're going to put a piece of fabric around it. That way it gets rid of those raw edge. That way it gets rid of the raw edge there. So let's move back to the sewing machine. Back to the sewing machine here. we're going to stitch this. We're going to stitch this. And I'm just going to leave, I'm going to leave the zigzag on there. I'm going to leave the zigzag. Okay, pull that out. So now what I need to do, my cutter doesn't work sometimes. So we've got that one on there now. So now what we need to do is I'm going to cover it because as you see on this one, I covered that one. So I covered it with a oddball piece of fabric on this one. We're going to cover it with the same fabric. We're going to cover it with the same fabric so it doesn't really stand out, but I want to cover up those raw edges. I want to cover up, does the zipper, yeah, okay. Okay, I was just making sure I hadn't missed a question. Just making sure I hadn't missed a question. Good morning, Miss Christy. Okay, so we've joined that together. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a piece of our fabric over here. Hold on, I'm grabbing a piece of fabric. Grabbing a piece of fabric here. I'm ironing it right quick. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So now what I've done is I've taken, wow, I can't talk this morning. I am good. How are you this morning? Good morning, Miss Desiree. Are you snowed in Alaska? Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, make sure you go on the top side, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to center it on top here. I'm centering it right there where you just stitched. And then I'm just going to fold this down. Just going to fold it. And you just need a piece big enough to go around it. Just big enough to go around it. That way it hides. That way it hides that stitch. That way it hides that stitch on there. So let me go ahead and stitch this down right quick. We're going to stitch that one down. I'm going to come down this way. It's behind your neck, so you really don't have to see this very much. So y'all know I'm not a perfectionist here. So is there other ways to do this? Probably, but okay. So let me trim this off. Trim this off. Okay, so let's turn back this way. Couldn't you just open the ends and sew them together like you do binding? Possibly. Like I said, there's probably different ways to do this. But it works. It works. But I think I understand what you're asking. And that would probably work. That would probably work. You'd have to put a longer piece on the end. You'd probably have to put a longer piece on the end. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. So lanyard, guys. Okay, so that part's done. That part is done. So now what we need to do is, see, that's why you guys are on here. So that's why you guys are on here, because you help out. Good morning, honey. So good morning. So yeah, that one works out really well. And he's going to end up knocking over my thing here. We're going to move you over just a little bit too. My uneven floors. Okay. How are you? Yeah, lots of zippers too. Baxter. Oh my gosh, they're phenomenal. So now what do we need? Because I put, what did I put on here? I put a clip one. So we're gonna grab that one. So I'm gonna put, thank you. Awesome. Glad you're liking them. Glad you were liking them. I'm thinking we're gonna go a darker color on this one. So what I have is I have these little hook things. Because what it does is it allows you to hook the little thing on there. So So what we're going to do is we now need to put one of these on. Warm and snug inside. Have to venture out today to work around 9-ish. You be careful, Miss April. Be careful. So anyways, so now we need to put one of these on the end of this lanyard. So we have the end of this lanyard. And what you do is you zip this up. So we have just a little bit there. So we probably need to add, because we need to go that way. And sometimes I have enough on there. Sometimes I don't have enough on there. So we're going to see if we have enough. So what we're going to do is go down a little bit, because you're just folding it over. Swivel lobster clasp. See, I don't know what the name of these things are. Y'all help me with that. Y'all help me with that. So, okay. So now what we'll do is, like I said, I have this on here like this, and I'm just going to stitch it down. I'm just going to zigzag stitch over it. I'm just going to zigzag stitch over where I have this on there on the bottom. So literally, y'all, we're almost at our last stitch. We are literally almost at our last stitch, and then we add the fun stuff. Fold it again and again. Fold the end in again. Yes, thank you, coolest dad. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, so now he said you could have done. Be careful when you're stitching it that you don't stitch. The what you call it, the metal piece, because that's not any fun when you do that. That is not any fun when you do that. And I stitched this a couple times because you're pulling on that. You are pulling on that, so. That way it stays. That way it stays on there. Okay. So we now have that one. Okay. So now we're going back over here. Now we're coming back over here. So check it out, guys. Check it out. So the sewing is officially done. The sewing part is officially done. Now, y'all, so I'm going to put it on my neck. I'm going to put it on here. But we need to add our other things. Here. So I'm really liking this one, guys. I have to say, and I do that everything I make. I'm like, oh, this is my new favorite. Nope, this is my new favorite. So, okay. So now you could also reinforce with a dot of E6000 glue. Okay, Cynthia. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can send me that, because I don't know what that is. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I have a whole bag of fun little fun little ones. And you know what I do also is we're going to see if we can add one of these. It's a fun sewing machine zipper thing. I don't know if I can add one off of there, but we're going to see. We are going to see. All right. So we're going to turn this way. Turn that way. So now what we need to do is I need to pull you guys that way. Stay there. Ignore my mess, guys. I'm sitting there looking as I'm moving you guys around, and it's like, oh, I have a mess. I have a mess. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, and I have, where are they at? I think they're in here. They're in here. Because I have a bobbin. I have a cool bobbin. I have a cool, what you call it? I have fabric. So these are the fun things that I have in here. So we're going to pick one of those. We're going to pick one of those. Okay, so one of those are going to go on here. And then we're gonna empty out the bag. We're going to find a cool one. We are going to find a cool one. Let's see. Ooh, I think I'm going to use this one. This is actually, I think this is Katie Pasquini. Katie Pasquini, one of her pieces. So I think is what this one is. So Lanyard will lay flatter with zipper. You could use a pretty lace zipper. Oh, Marnie, good idea. Lace zipper. Do they have large, bigger lace zippers? So, okay. So let's take this off. So in order to get this on here, guys, it's fairly easy. You just take that snap. It just goes right there. I mean, how easy is that? How easy is that? Like I said, it just literally snaps in here. Guys, it has that snap on there, and you just take and you pull it on there. Take and pull it on there. Okay? And then what you need to do is you have the ID card. I go through so many of these, so I keep a thing of them. I keep a thing of them. If I can open it up. I'm going to put that. I didn't think about it when I sent, I just got in a new order of them, so I didn't have any when I sent out the things for them. So then you take and you put this in here. And then on the front side, what are we going to put on here? What are we going to put on here? So almost thinking we can put a couple of these. Almost thinking we can put a couple of these. And the nice thing is it covers up this down here. It'll cover up the end of that zipper. So we're going to take this off. I'll put this in here. This one's cool. This one's fun. Fun. That one there. Okay, so there's that one. What do I have on here? Well, I gotta look and see what I have on here. So I have Goofy. Really liking my Goofy. I have, almost thinking we're gonna take you off there. So I'm liking we may put a couple on here. Thinking we may put a couple on here. We're gonna make this a sewing theme one. We're gonna make it a sewing theme one. Put you on there. And then get that one there, and I need another one on the other side. I'm thinking the bobbin. I'm locking the bobbin. Okay. So then we'll put it on and we'll look at it. We'll throw my ID in there. We'll throw my ID in there. Swap out my ID. Okay, so there's that. I take my ID out of this one. Put my ID in here. Sorry if I'm missing comments, guys. And we'll do another one. We'll make another. Y'all want to make another one? Put that there. All right. We're going to see how this works. I'll back y'all up a little bit. Back y'all up a little bit. Okay. All right. What do you think, guys? We have a lanyard. We have a lanyard, guys. Check this out. And we just made it. We just made the lanyard this morning. How easy was that? You missed the beginning. Okay, yeah, we could totally do that, guys. We can totally do that. But y'all, how easy and fun. And y'all, zipper. So this is where the zipper comes into play. So I like the zipper because sometimes if you're like bending over doing things and you don't want it to fall off your head, you can zip it up a little bit. Otherwise, zip it down. You don't have to have it zipped up. You don't have to have it zipped up. So y'all, is that not a fun lanyard? How cool is that? So, and like I said, I just add pins. I just add fun pins to it. Fun pins, guys. And these ones, a lot, if, you got it done. Yay, Miss Nikki. Yay. That is awesome. Exciting. Okay. Let's do another one. We got time to do another one. Okay, so we'll do another one. We will do another one. I'm going to leave that one there because that's my goofy one. That is my goofy one. Let me put all these back in a bag. We're going to put all these. So, Pearl, I got the sewing pins from my local quilt store. Make one to wear at Disney so you can trade pins. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Hey, you wouldn't have to fold it over. Okay. Help me out, Biddy. You could use a 2-inch ribbon on either side of it too. 2-inch. Ooh, I wonder if I have any. I'm going to go get ready for work. Have to have. Okay, coolness, Miss Nikki. I may stop by and say hi if I come over your way. I'll stop by and say hi. Where are your lanyard if you got it made? You want me to bring you a thing? I can bring you a thing. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. I was going to see. I don't know, because I think these are actually zipper pulls. I think they're actually. So I don't think that will not come off there. So that must go on the zipper by the yard. That must go on the zipper by the yard. Let me look, Betty. Let me see what I have. I'm going to see what I have. I have a whole drawer of, so that's a 22 inch. You don't need a zipper there, dude. You do not need a zipper. $22-inch. I got these zippers on sale when what do you call it, went out of business. Joann's. I think it was Joann's went out of business. What is that one? 22. I got a buttload of 22s. 20. That's a 20. That's a 20. 22. Well, I guess we're going to use one of those. I guess we'll use one of those. No, that is not yours. Not yours. And then I was looking to see. Hold on. Let me see if I have any ribbon that's 2 inches. Doom. Hold on, guys. I'm looking to see if I have any ribbon. 2 inches. I have. Wonder if that would work. Wonder. Almost hit my head. I have another idea. We're going to see if this works. Good morning. How's Miss Cassie? We just made a lanyard, Miss Cassie. Okay, so would these work? Because there's like a wonder, and here's a pink. Wonder if this would work. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. I'm curious if we took this and sewed it to the zipper. What do you think, guys? Because if we sewed it to the zipper, we could do it brown and a pink. Not a good idea. Okay, Betty. We're gonna go against that one. So, oh, Miss Betty, that hers is the information I shared to you guys. So if you want to see her information, I have it pinned. You'll be able to see it when you go to my thing. Too thin. Okay, we will disregard that one. Well, I don't have any other ribbon, guys. I don't have any other ribbon. So we'll have to make our own. So we will make our own. So I don't have, the only other thing I have is this. This is the only other thing I have. What about this? You're very welcome, Betty. You are very welcome. I like to help everybody out. Because it could possibly work. What do you guys think about this one? Because it would go around the neck. Yay, nay? Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. April, are you saying this one's not sturdy enough? Nobody has thoughts on this one? Nobody has thoughts on this one. Different fabric is prettier. Okay, you say nay. Okay. I'm just throwing things out there, guys. I'm just throwing things out there. Let me grab a jelly roll. I'm going to grab. Let's grab a piece of fabric. We're going to grab a piece of fabric here. What do you think there? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? I have, because we have green. I don't know if I want green. I don't know if I want green there, Blazer. Here, take that one. You can have that one. You can have that one. I need more of that one. If I had more of that one. I'm sitting there having a discussion with myself, guys. We're going to get one of these blue ones here. Yeah. Hot. Thinking. I like flowers. So I'm thinking, I think we'll use this one. I think Rick Rack would be a good embellishment. Ooh, April, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, okay. I'm with you guys. So, okay. I'm thinking this would be good. This one, are we good with this one? Because we could do that with a blue zipper. I got a blue zipper. We're going to do a darker zipper. Ooh. You need to quit taking my zippers. How you get in there? No. So you leave it open. Okay. You know what? I have the zipper by the foot. We're going to try this. Because I don't know how the hay zip works. But we're going to try it. You guys are going to have to help me here. Put it on the top of that. Oh, yeah. That would work. Okay. All right. So I have the zipper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the same length as this zipper. Same length as this zipper. And I'm hoping to take that out. And then there was pieces. Hold on. Do I have to put something on the bottom? Do I have to put something on the bottom of this? I have never done. Where did the other? There was like little pieces. Oh, it's probably in here. Because there's a thing of this. Do I need these? Because I think this is for the bottom to make it not move. I believe. You can sew across. You can always just sew across. Okay. I'm going to sew across. Thank you, guys. Okay. I'm going to use one of the sewing machines. I have little sewing machines to go on here. So I'm hoping. Y'all, I am not a zipper person. Do you got to pull it apart to put it on? Yeah, I guess so. We're going to pull it apart. What goes down? The curved part goes up. The flat side goes down. I don't think. You never use them and you have a lot of them. Well, guess what? I think it'll be perfect for lanyard. I think it'll be perfect for the lanyard. So I think. What do we think? Do we like the sewing machine on there? Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so let me stitch. I'm going to stitch the bottom before we end up losing that. I'm going to stitch the bottom. And then we have the blue fabric. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think. Put you back in there. Put you back in there. Okay. You love zippers by the hour. I have them, but I've never used them. So thank y'all for mentioning them because, like I said, I have them, but I just have never, ever used them. So, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew across here right quick. That way it doesn't open up and we don't lose that. So hold on. Okay. That way we don't lose that zipper off the bottom of there. I don't want to lose the zipper. Okay. So now what we got to do is we need to fold the fabric again. I'm a bag maker and use them all the time. Awesome, April. Y'all, I wished I knew how to use those better. I wish there was, if I had more time, you have to run a lighter on zipper tape to keep it from unraveling. Okay. I'll have to invest in well, I have a thing. I just need to put more butane in it. So go over a few times. Okay. Well, I did a zigzag on it. Let me go it again. Let me do it again. So that's what happens. I turned it over and it went the other way. Turned it over and it went the other way. The zipper actually does not zip. I think it's the wrong size zipper, but I don't care because it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks cool, so I'm going to leave it on there. I have really cool little ones that you can put on there too. So anyways, we're going to take this, fold it in half. What am I making? So lanyards. We're doing lanyards. We're doing lanyards this morning. Give me the zipper. No, leave the zipper alone. Lanyards, y'all. Okay, so we have that. I think we're going to be okay there. So we're cut this one in half. So now we're going to we're going to fold these in half. Fold in half. Once you fold it in half, then you're going to take and open it up and fold both sides into the center. Fold both sides into the center, guys. So you open it up like this. Just sew your piece of fabric on both ends, maybe if you can. Sew your fabric on both ends. I'm going to try and fold both. Well, we're just going to do one side. I was going to try and fold both of them at the same time. I'm trying to visualize what you're saying there, Miss Betty. Trying to visualize it. If you can't, okay. All right. I got you. I got you. If you turn the top at a 90-degree angle and stitch it down, it will finish type. Okay, April. 90. We may have to put one of the other zippers on there because this zipper is not zipping it. It does not zip it. I think it's a different size zipper on it, so a different size zipper, guys. Has anybody else got one made today? Just sent me the notification for the live. What is that? It's crazy, Pearl. It's like a day late and $1 short. Make sure you're using the same zipper size. That's April. That I was just saying because I'm thinking that other zipper is too big. Too big. So we'll go and add, I think that side goes down. How do you guys do this all the time? I don't know how you guys... There's got to be, I know there's probably an easier way to do this. I think this is why I don't do the zipper by the, yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, I do. I seriously do. I do. I think that side goes down. I do not like them. Does it, which side goes, that side goes down. Y'all. Flat to the outside. But that's what I have is, oh, the flat to the outside. Okay. Maybe that's my problem. Flat, I think. Ah, you're a genius. Now it's going to open backwards. Dadgummit. You know what, though? That, it can be solved. Ta-tam! We'll just make the other side the bottom. Ha-ha. Thanks. I have that thing that you bought that helps you put the zipper on. I tell you, I am not a zipper person. Not a zipper person, guys. Okay. Sorry. I like the first one better. I didn't have to make the zipper. When you don't have to make the zipper, it works out a lot better. A fork can help you put the zipper on by adding the... Huh, okay. Maybe I'll try a fork. I threw my first zipper across her. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. It's nice to see you learn new things. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all's help. I appreciate y'all's help. Y'all are awesome. So thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to fold this in. Fold this in, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going over the supplies for the virtual retreat, guys. I will be going over the supplies because what I'll do is I'll get mine all put together. And then that way you guys will see exactly what you need. Or give you an idea of things that you can get for it. Because, y'all, you get to choose your fabrics and everything that goes along with it. It gets hot. Hot. So that's what we'll be going over tomorrow. And, y'all, I found a new quilt block today. It looks a lot of fun. So we might possibly, when we get done going over all the items for the retreat, we might possibly do that. Possibly. I'm excited too. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited if you guys are willing to share your side of the screen. I'm excited to actually meet you guys. So, but like I said, you do not have to show your side. That is totally up to you. And I don't know why I was thinking this weekend. Had it all planned for this weekend. I got to call the doctor and reschedule an appointment. So, because I scheduled it for next Friday. I'm like, you knucklehead. Like, sorry. I have priorities, guys. My team on here is priority. Yes, absolutely. I have to say the virtual, I love the fact that we have, I feel like I have a bunch of new friends. I feel like I have a bunch of new friends on here, which is awesome. Awesome, 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 guys. Da-doom, da-doom. Okay. So I think we're good. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we'll go back to, what are you going to sew together? Oh, Shannon, you haven't seen what we've been doing today? Did I already answer you? Your ideas keep me busy. Well, good. I'm glad it keeps you busy. It's fun. It's fun. Lanyards. We're doing lanyards, guys. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning. Okay. So now what we do is, you're new here, Miss Shannon. So welcome to the live. Just as an FYI, I'm on Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30. The request was to make lanyards. So the lanyard is has a zipper in the middle of it, as you can see. There is a zipper in the middle of this lanyard. So it makes it where you can zip it up, down. I don't know. I just had the idea one day when I was making lanyards. So that's what we're doing. We're making lanyards. So what I've done is I've taken, this is a zipper by the foot, but 18-inch zipper. And then you have a 2.5-inch strip that you've folded it in half and then folded each of the side, more or less like you would do for binding. If you use binding that way. Shannon is a bag maker. Awesome. Well, welcome to the live. So then what we've done is we're going to put the strips on each side of it, and we're making a fun lanyard. Just something fun. Anybody that wears a lanyard out there? Who doesn't want to have fun with a lanyard, right? Who doesn't want to have fun? A zipper jig tool on A for $10 worth it. Okay. Miss Marnie is saying if you look on A, you can get a zipper jig tool, J-I-G. So, did I say that right? Yeah, J-I-G. So, okay. So I'm thinking we're going to stitch with green. on here. I don't know why, but we're going to come over to the Monday through Friday. I am on Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning. I take weekends off. So, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time. I'm in Arizona. It is currently 6 o'clock. So, and then 4:30 to 6:30. So, sometimes 6:30 rolls a little over sometimes. So, but that's okay. Green it is. I think green is good. And most time y'all get to pick schedule. This Friday we are doing we're going to be doing a quilt block of the month this year. You're new too. Welcome to the live, Sonia. Welcome to the live. Utah gal here. Welcome, Utah. Welcome. Hi from California. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. So yes, we usually do new things every day. Y'all get to choose what we do. Embroidery machine, sewing machine, serger machine. Arkansas. Welcome from Arkansas. I appreciate you being in the live. So today, like I said, today we're doing lanyards. We made lanyards today, and everything does replay over on YT, over here for you, Deborah. Everything is replayed. So if you want to go back and watch and see what we've done, tomorrow, I have a virtual retreat coming up, not this weekend, but next Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in the virtual retreat, send a message to there. It'll send the message over to you. Thank you. So tomorrow we're going to be going over the supplies needed for that 2-day virtual retreat. And then after that, I have a new quilt square that I seen today that I want to try and show you guys. And it's made with little 5-inch squares. So we're going to try it out and see what it is. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, I love lanyards, y'all. If you're going to wear them, you might as well have some fun with them, right? You might as well have some fun. Okay, so let's get this sewed. Sometimes I say words. Okay, so we're going to take that one out of there. We're going to grab the green bobbin. Grab the green bobbin. Make sure it's going counterclockwise when you pull it. Counterclockwise. Put that back in there, and we're going to put some green thread. Green thread. What the heck? We're going to use that thread that's right there. We're going to use that thread right there. So I'm going to pop that foot off, and I'm going to put the zipper foot on here. Zipper foot. If you don't know what a zipper foot is, and look in your box. Look in your box, and this is what you're looking for. This is a zipper foot. Nice thing is on this foot, you have two sides to it. Mine has two sides that you can pop it onto each side, depending on which side of zipper you're sewing. So, okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm just doing a small zigzag stitch on here. Just a small zigzag stitch. Yep, that didn't work. Why is it? Okay. Does not like that thread. I think I had issues with this thread last time I was trying to use it. Thinking I'm going to use my other thread. I don't know why. It does not like that thread. Works fine. Or maybe we'll try it one more time. We're going to try it one more time. I'm going to put you there. We're going to try one more time. Let's see if you'll work. Okay. Maybe I just missed something there. Seems to be stitching fine now. And it looks okay. It looks okay. So I'm just doing just a really narrow zigzag stitch down the edge. I hear you. We'll go on a walk here in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to go down the other side. So we've got one side stitched. Now we're going to go down stitching the other way. Just keep stitching. Just keep stitching. Pull that zip up. Do not pull it off. Okay. Make sure you don't sew the zipper when you're doing this. Depending on what field you work in, sometimes you need to make sure and put a breakaway. They call them breakaways on the back side. That way, if you work in a medical field or in law enforcement filled. That way, if somebody grabs it, they can't choke you with it. It has a breakaway thing on the back side. So just as a, we're gonna. I'm sewing that zipper together here. Okay. That way that one don't go nowhere. Okay. So we've now got the zipper sewn on here. Good morning. There is a replay of it, Joanne. There is a replay of it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to sew, because my fabric wasn't quite long enough. So what we're going to do is I'm going to trim off that zipper. Trim the zipper off. So then what we're going to do, because we're going to have it go around the neck. Have it go around the neck here. So what we're going to do is have it go right there like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a zigzag cross. Yes, I am, Joanne. I am on there. And I'm actually on right now. So I do both of them at the same time. Couldn't you keep the fabric in one piece? Also, if you used zipper by the foot, make 36 inches or so and tear it apart and make 2. So that's what somebody was asking, Deborah. I might have to try that. Maybe I'll have to try that, because you could actually do, hold on. I'm going to take, we're going to do to-doom. Hold on. I'm going to measure it here. I just want to see if it works. I just want to see if it works, because somebody else asked me that earlier. So zipper by the foot, take it apart. We're going to take it apart. And you're saying instead of having 2 sides, do 1 side like that, right? Is that what you guys are saying? Because that would totally work. You just wouldn't have. Okay. Does the zipper still work on here? Can you still put the zipper on there? Because I'm just curious. Because I like the zipper portion of it. I like the zipper portion of it. Yes, for the zipper. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see. We'll go back to sewing in a minute. Hold on. So if I do, I'm just curious, guys. See, you guys got me curious. You guys have me curious now. Y'all, I am not a fan of zippers, just so you know. To-doom. Okay, we'll try that another day, because, yeah, anyways, we're going to go, teeth are going different directions. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try that. Zipper tool is wonderful. Yeah, I may have to look at that, Deborah. I might have to look at that. Let me go back to my thing. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to stitch this together right here like this. I do it all the time with my zipper sunny cases. Very cool. Yeah, we'll try it another day. We're gonna go back to this. I'll put my other foot back on here. Put my other foot back on here. And you want to make sure that when you stitch this together, you're stitching it with the teeth to the inside. Teeth to the inside, guys. And like I said, there's probably different ways that you could do this, but it works. Okay. Okay, so there's that. So now what we're going to do is we'll add a piece of fabric to there. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Where is, I need, there's a piece of the same fabric. I think it's the same fabric. I believe it's the same fabric. We're going to find out. Dude, he's going to kick your butt. He keeps stealing my husband's teeth cleaning thing. Okay, and I just take a small piece of fabric, on here, and what I do is I take it and fold it over the top, fold it around the back, you fold the side in, that way you don't have that raw edge behind there, and stitch it down. So you're just stitching that down there, so. Okay, so we now have the top done. All we have left is the bottom, guys. All we have left is the bottom. So the bottom, what we need to do, I need to cut that zipper out of there. Hold on, I'm going to cut this zipper out of here. That way we just have the fabric down there. I guess we can just leave it. It's not going to hurt anything. Well, hold on. I'm going to cut. That way we don't have that. I'm new to the zipper by the foot, guys. I'm new to the zipper by the foot. Okay, so now we're going to go here like this, because what we need to do is we need to fold this around one of these. So I'm taking one of these here. I'm taking one of these here, guys, and we're going to put this. It's an 18-inch zipper, Joanne. 18-inch zipper is what I used. $18-inch zipper. We're going to put that. I need to go that way. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. So now I'm going to fold this over like this. Fold that over like that. As you can see, it's just going to fold over, and then we're going to just stitch it down. You just got to be careful when you're stitching it that you don't stitch that metal piece. Don't stitch the metal piece there, guys. I'm just thinking I need a little bit more fabric on the end here. I'm going to try something. Here. Because I need more fabric on the end. Okay, so I think that's better. Think of that as a better. Okay. Come back this way. I stitched this one down a few times. That way, because I mean, you're pulling down on that lanyard with it, and that way it stays. Okay. There we go. We're done stitching, guys. We are done stitching. Let's find the cool accessories to go with it. Okay. Find the cool accessories to go with it. So, what size swivel? I have no earthly idea. I just had a bag of them. I wouldn't even know how to measure it. So, okay. So here is this. I made a quilted phone case. Awesome. You should send me a picture of it. I would love to see a picture of it. Okay, so we're going to use this one for Mr. Goofy. Where is Mr. Goofy? Goofy, where'd you go? Okay. So we're going to come back this way. We're going to come back this way. Awesome. Ignore it. I got a mess here, guys. I got a mess. I'm going to have to clean my mess up. Okay. So we're going to take, this is the one I was wearing. So we're going to take Mr. Goofy off here. We're going to take Mr. Goofy off here. And we're going to put Mr. Goofy on here. He's going to be my Goofy lanyard. My Goofy lanyard. Let's grab, let's grab one of these guys. We're going to grab one of these guys out of here. That's nothing you should see. So, on here, so what it is you, on the back of these, you have this little clip thing. So what I do is I use the little clip. So what I do is I take it and just clip it on there. It just clips right through there. Just clips right through there. So works out really well. Works out really well. So we've officially made a couple lanyards today. We've officially made a couple lanyards. Is that not cool? We have lanyards. And yeah, you just add that one. We'll put a new one on here. We'll put a new one on here. Like I said, when I sent out these to you guys, I did not have these, so I apologize. I apologize. That's nothing you should. Oh yeah, that one came out nice. I like both of them, Betty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so grab these. Put this in here. And these make perfect gifts and not too expensive to make. Not too expensive to make. Okay, here we go, guys. So the zipper would be great for a phone case. Oh, good idea. Good idea. It would. So, y'all, we now have 2 lanyards. We have 2 lanyards. So, fun times. So, fun times. So that one, right? I'm liking the lanyard. I'm liking the lanyard. I don't know. I just like doing lanyards. So now that I figured out the zipper by the foot, thanks to you guys. Thanks to you guys, I may end up making a few more. I might. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, okay. So let's I'm going to put this stuff up. I'm going to put these up. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you. I think this is my favorite. I'm liking the colors. I'm liking the colors here. So again, so like I said, so you're very welcome. You are very welcome, Lynn. So tomorrow, what we're doing tomorrow, we're going to be doing, I'm going to back y'all up a little bit. Back y'all up a little bit. Stay there. Stay on there. Stay there. Okay, there. So tomorrow, what we're doing tomorrow is we're going to be going, yeah, they're pins for, I get them at the local quilt shop. Get them at the local quilt shop. They're kind of cool. Thanks, Irie. Thank you, Irie. Tomorrow, we're going to be going over that virtual retreat, guys. So the virtual retreat is the 6th and the 7th from 9 to 5. So, and we got a restriction. How did I get a restriction, guys? What is the restriction? Because it redirects users to purchase products outside. Whatever, dude. Okay. Fun, right? Anyways, so tomorrow, yeah, it just appeal it. Okay. All right, Miss Amy, I will. So tomorrow we are going to be going over that virtual retreat. Like I said, the virtual retreat will be the 6th and the 7th, y'all. The 6th and the 7th is when we are doing the virtual retreat. The pins did it. Oh, gotcha, Betty. Thank you. Thank you. So on the virtual retreat, on Friday, we're going to learn how to do abstract. We will learn how to do abstract. You're very welcome, Pearl. So on the abstract, you're going to learn how to make a postcard. And these are quilted, y'all. These are all quilted. So you'll learn how to make a postcard. You're going to learn how to make a pot holder. You'll make a pot holder. You'll make a placemat. And we're just going to have fun with abstract. That first day, I want y'all to be comfortable with abstract, okay? I want you to be comfortable with that abstract that first day. Second day, y'all are going to make a quilt. Y'all will actually have a finished quilt by the end of the day. So that morning, we're going to actually go ahead. It does. If you text that number, it'll send you you'll see the information on it. You'll see the information because it's actually going to be on Zoom. It'll actually be on Zoom. That way I can see your side if you want, and you don't have to share your side. But if you guys share your side, I will be able to see your side. I'll see what you're working on. I can answer your questions on your process, on how you're doing it, on your sewing machines. I'm here to help y'all out. And like I said, it is 9 to 5. So on Friday, it'll be 9 to 5. And then on Saturday, it'll be 9 to 5. So we'll have 2 days. We'll have 2 days of fun doing abstract. And I am here to answer all questions. And y'all, I promise you will have that second day. You're going to have either a lap quilt, something to go on the back of your couch, something to hang on the wall. It's your choice. It is literally your choice on what size you make. I will go over the size I suggest is what we'll go over tomorrow. Like I said, we'll go over like the postcard, all the fabric that you're going to need. And y'all, there's no pattern. I'm throwing y'all for a loop. There is no pattern to what we're going to be doing. This is all just by the seat of your pants. So, and I promise you're going to love it. You will love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Your requirements is you need a machine that has a straight stitch and at least a zigzag. That's your 2 requirements, a straight stitch and a zigzag. So if you have a machine that has both of those, come join, come hang out. We still have spots open. So get registered, guys. Come and hang out with us. And again, tomorrow, come join at 4:30 tomorrow morning. And like I said, we will be going over all the supplies and everything that'll be needed for next week. So it's coming soon, guys. It'll be next week. So come hang out with us next week. Come have some fun. We'll have lunch together. We'll just hang out and laugh, tell jokes, whatever. So anyways, you guys all have a great day. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the help with the lanyards. It's fun day, guys. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love you guys. See you tomorrow, Miss Deborah. Thank you.